There are 48 teams at this World Cup. In 39 days, 47 of them go home crying. You play for the one that doesn't. Right now, you're standing in a tunnel under a stadium in America, and the noise above you isn't cheering. It's a physical thing. 80,000 people, a wall of sound so loud you feel it in your teeth. Your hands are shaking. The man next to you, your captain, 34 years old, fourth World Cup, leans over and says the only thing that matters. Win, and we keep playing. Lose, and it's the last time we ever wear this shirt. That's the whole tournament. That's the only rule. And in about 11 minutes, you're going to find out what kind of player you actually are. Because the team you're facing first has a kid up front who scored 7 goals to get here.
Here's what nobody tells you about a World Cup group. It's not the hard part. It's the part that decides whether you're even allowed to dream. You play 3 games. 3. That's it. Win 2, and you're almost certainly through to the knockouts. Lose 2, and you're on a plane home before the tournament even gets interesting. And a billion people watched you do it. Your first match is everything you trained 4 years for. And it's over in a blur of lungs on fire sprinting and a goal you'll watch 100 times and never fully remember scoring. You win 2-0. The locker room is euphoric, grown men crying. You think, this is easy. Then Game 2 punches you in the mouth. A team nobody rated parks 10 men behind the ball, and for 90 minutes you batter a brick wall. 0-0. Everyone calls you a disappointment by dinner, which means Game 3 isn't a game anymore. It's an exam. And if you fail it, your entire World Cup is 4 days long. You pass. Barely. A header in the 88th minute, off a corner, off your shoulder, and you genuinely don't care that it wasn't pretty. You finish top of the group. And here's the cruel little twist of this new 48-team format. Finishing top doesn't make it easier from here. It just means you survived the warm-up. Now, the real tournament begins. And from this point forward, there are no more second chances. One bad day, one bad 90 minutes, and it's over forever. You've never felt pressure like a knockout game. In the group stage, a loss is a setback. Here, a loss is an ending. There's no table to climb back up, no we'll get them next match. There is no next match. The whistle blows, and either you walk off into the next round, or you walk off into the rest of your life, wondering what you could have done differently. Your opponent is a team of absolute unknowns who've got nothing to lose and play like it. Fearless, fast, and completely insane. They go ahead in the first half. For 20 horrible minutes, you are losing, and you can feel it. The tournament slipping, the plane ticket home materializing in your mind. Then football does the thing football does. A deflection, a scramble. The ball falls to you 6 yards out, and you don't even decide to shoot. Your body just does it. 1-1, extra time. Then a penalty shootout, which is the single most barbaric way humans have ever invented to end a football match. You're 5th in line. If you miss, you're out. And as you place the ball on the spot and the whole world goes silent, you realize you can't feel your legs. You scored, by the way. We'll come back to how, but you scored, top corner, and you blacked out so hard from relief that your teammates were hugging you for a full 10 seconds before you realized the game was over and you'd won. Now the tournament gets famous. In the round of 16, the small teams are mostly gone, and what's left are the names. The countries that have stars on their shirts. The ones whose players you had posters of on your bedroom wall when you were 9. You walk out for the team photo, and you're standing across from a guy whose boots cost more than your first car, who has 200 million followers, who you genuinely, sincerely would like an autograph from after this is over. You will not be asking for the autograph before the match. That would be weird. Your roommate asked. It was weird. The guy said no. Here's the strange psychology of this round. The favorites are now terrified. Because a giant getting knocked out in the round of 16 isn't a result. It's a national catastrophe, headlines for a decade, a thing their grandkids get asked about. They have everything to lose. You have everything to gain. And there is nothing on earth more dangerous than a team that isn't supposed to win and suddenly smells blood.
Everyone remembers the final. Nobody talks about the quarterfinal, and that's exactly what makes it the most brutal round in the entire sport. Think about it. You've won 4 knockout games. You are one of the 8 best teams on the planet. You are so close you can see the trophy from here. And if you lose now, you don't get a medal, you don't get a podium, you get nothing. 4th place teams are remembered. 8th place teams are a trivia question. This is the round where legends die, where the best player of his generation goes home in tears and the cameras zoom in on his face because the world wants to watch a great man's heartbreak in real time. Your quarterfinal goes to the wire. It is, without exaggeration, the hardest 90 minutes of your life. Every muscle cramping, your captain limping but refusing to come off, because this is the last World Cup he'll ever play, and he is not leaving the pitch. In the 119th minute, with the penalty shootout 30 seconds away, he throws his exhausted body at a cross and scores the goal that defines his entire career. He collapses, not from injury, from the weight of it. And as you carry him off the pitch, you understand something nobody warned you about. The closer you get to the dream, the more it costs.
2 games left. The whole world is watching now. Not the football world, the world. People who don't even like football are texting you. The semifinal is a specific kind of torture because losing here is the worst result in the entire tournament. Worse than the quarterfinals somehow. Because you came this far. 1 match from the final everyone dreams of. And instead of the biggest game on earth, you get sent to play the 3rd place match. The game nobody wants to play. In front of a half-empty stadium for a medal that just reminds you how close you came to the one that mattered. So you do not lose the semifinal. It's not pretty and it's not comfortable, and you spend the last 15 minutes defending like your life depends on it. Because in a way it does. When the whistle finally goes, there's no celebration. Not yet. Just a strange, hollow exhaustion, and one thought repeating in your head.
We're in the final. We're actually in the final. On July 19th, at the New York, New Jersey Stadium, in front of the entire planet, you play the single biggest game any footballer can ever play. And only one team in the history of this tournament gets to walk off that pitch having never lost. You want to be that team.
Here it is, the last day. The final isn't like the other games, and everyone who's played one says the same thing. The morning is the worst part. The waiting. You've dreamed of this since you were a kid kicking a ball against a wall, and now it's here. And you'd give anything to just start. You walk out of the tunnel one final time. The trophy is right there, on a podium at the edge of the pitch. Solid gold. Smaller than you imagined. The most beautiful thing you've ever seen. They cover it before kickoff because you haven't earned the right to look at it yet.
The next 90 minutes are a war. You score. They equalize. Your heart stops roughly 40 times. And deep into the second half, with your legs gone and your lungs gone, and 4 weeks of this insane tournament catching up with you all at once, the ball comes to you one more time, the way it has in every round. And you remember what your captain said in that tunnel 39 days ago. Win, and we keep playing. Except this time, there's nothing left to keep playing for. This is the end of the road. This is the last kick. So you don't hold anything back. You've got nothing left to save it for. The whistle blows. You're a world champion. And as they lift that trophy and 80,000 people scream a song with your name in it, you understand the secret the other 47 teams went home without ever learning.
Here's the thing about a World Cup. 47 teams lose. Only one doesn't. And the difference between lifting that trophy and flying home in tears is almost never talent.
Every team here is filled with the best players their entire country could produce. The difference is who could survive the pressure of win or go home over and over 7 times in a row without cracking once. You spend your whole life dreaming of the trophy, but the trophy isn't really the prize. The prize is becoming the kind of person who doesn't fold when everything is on the line and the whole world is watching, and one mistake ends it all. Most people never find out if they're that person. You did. It was always win or go home. You just decided a long time ago that you were never going home. Next time, we trade the stadium for something a lot darker.